Assalamualaikum, host. Assalamualaikum, host. Pak Agus ini. Assalamualaikum, host.
Waalaikumsalam, Pak.
Malah ibuke sing nyauri.
Lah hose meneng ae turu paling.
Nggih, Bu, pun. Jajan. Ngisi-ngisi ini Bundari wis antri kan.
Lah to piye to ya aku ki kan
Allah.
membuka jalan to. Lah karo iki nunggone belajar iki.
Tuturi andayani ya, Jen.
Yo iya bener.
Bu.
Ya. Ya.
Nggih, kok tak nganu sik, tak salin sik anu.
Ya. Nda. Apa?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami, Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Kampus 3, Poltekkes Malang, dengan visi unggul dalam keperawatan, gawat darurat, dan manajemen bencana, siap siaga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Elsatul Hidayah dari Kampus Politeknik Kesehatan Kementerian Kesehatan Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Mungkin banyak dari kalian yang bertanya, mengapa saya memilih untuk kuliah di sini? Saya memilih untuk kuliah di Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena saya tahu akan mahasiswa dan juga alumninya yang sangat berprestasi dan mengharumkan nama kampus. Selain itu, ketika kita kuliah di sini, kita diajari oleh dosen-dosen yang sangat berprofesional dan juga berpengalaman yang luar biasa. Selain itu, di sini juga ditunjang oleh fasilitas-fasilitas yang sangat memadai dan juga terintegritas, sehingga dapat menunjang keterampilan kita di dalam bidang keperawatan. Selain itu, di sini kita juga diwadahi oleh organisasi yang biasa disebut dengan unit kegiatan mahasiswa. Di dalam organisasi mahasiswa, kita dilatih untuk dapat percaya diri dan juga dapat menyesuaikan diri ketika kita berada di komunitas. Karena apa? Nanti ketika lulus, kita akan terjun langsung di masyarakat, sehingga kita belajar dari sekarang. Kuliah di sini, saya sangatlah bersyukur dan juga beruntung. Karena apa? Ketika kuliah di sini, kita akan mempunyai banyak teman, pengalaman yang seru, dan juga persaingan yang menantang karena mahasiswanya yang sangat berprestasi. Jaya selalu untuk Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Dari saya cukup sekian. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Anggi Yunida Bestari dari Poltekkes Kemenkes Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Angkatan 21. Saya memilih Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena sarana dan prasarananya yang memadai, sehingga membantu dalam proses kegiatan perkuliahan. Tidak hanya dibekali materi saja, tetapi juga dengan lab skill dengan pembimbing dan dosen. Dan selain itu juga terdapat praktek baik di rumah sakit ataupun di puskesmas, sehingga menambah pengetahuan dan keterampilan saya di bidang keperawatan. Lulusan dari Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar siap menjadi tenaga vokasi yang terjun ke masyarakat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami, Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Kampus 3, Poltekkes Malang, dengan visi unggul dalam keperawatan, gawat darurat, dan manajemen bencana, siap siaga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Elsatul Hidayah dari Kampus Politeknik Kesehatan Kementerian Kesehatan Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Mungkin banyak dari kalian yang bertanya, mengapa saya memilih untuk kuliah di sini? Saya memilih untuk kuliah di Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena saya tahu akan mahasiswa dan juga alumninya yang sangat berprestasi dan mengharumkan nama kampus. Selain itu, ketika kita kuliah di sini, kita diajari oleh dosen-dosen yang sangat berprofesional dan juga berpengalaman yang luar biasa. Selain itu, di sini juga ditunjang oleh fasilitas-fasilitas yang sangat memadai dan juga terintegritas, sehingga dapat menunjang keterampilan kita di dalam bidang keperawatan. Selain itu, di sini kita juga diwadahi oleh organisasi yang biasa disebut dengan unit kegiatan mahasiswa. Di dalam organisasi mahasiswa, kita dilatih untuk dapat percaya diri dan juga dapat menyesuaikan diri ketika kita berada di komunitas. Karena apa? Nanti ketika lulus kita akan terjun langsung di masyarakat, sehingga kita belajar dari sekarang. Kuliah di sini, saya sangatlah bersyukur dan juga beruntung. Karena apa? Ketika kuliah di sini, kita akan mempunyai banyak teman, pengalaman yang seru, dan juga persaingan yang menantang karena mahasiswanya yang sangat berprestasi. Jaya selalu untuk Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Dari saya cukup sekian. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Anggi Yunida Bestari dari Poltekkes Kemenkes Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Angkatan 21. Saya memilih Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena sarana dan prasarananya yang memadai, sehingga membantu dalam proses kegiatan perkuliahan. Tidak hanya dibekali materi saja, tetapi juga dengan lab skill dengan pembimbing dan dosen. Dan selain itu juga terdapat praktek baik di rumah sakit ataupun di puskesmas, sehingga menambah pengetahuan dan keterampilan saya di bidang keperawatan. Lulusan dari Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar siap menjadi tenaga vokasi yang terjun ke masyarakat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami, Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Kampus 3, Poltekkes Malang, dengan visi unggul dalam keperawatan, gawat darurat, dan manajemen bencana, siap siaga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Elsatul Hidayah dari Kampus Politeknik Kesehatan Kementerian Kesehatan Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Mungkin banyak dari kalian yang bertanya, mengapa saya memilih untuk kuliah di sini? Saya memilih untuk kuliah di Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena saya tahu akan mahasiswa dan juga alumninya yang sangat berprestasi dan mengharumkan nama kampus. Selain itu, ketika kita kuliah di sini, kita diajari oleh dosen-dosen yang sangat berprofesional dan juga berpengalaman yang luar biasa. Selain itu, di sini juga ditunjang oleh fasilitas-fasilitas yang sangat memadai dan juga terintegritas, sehingga dapat menunjang keterampilan kita di dalam bidang keperawatan. Selain itu, di sini kita juga diwadahi oleh organisasi yang biasa disebut dengan unit kegiatan mahasiswa. Di dalam organisasi mahasiswa, kita dilatih untuk dapat percaya diri dan juga dapat menyesuaikan diri ketika kita berada di komunitas. Karena apa? Nanti ketika lulus kita akan terjun langsung di masyarakat, sehingga kita belajar dari sekarang. Kuliah di sini, saya sangatlah bersyukur dan juga beruntung. Karena apa? Ketika kuliah di sini, kita akan mempunyai banyak teman, pengalaman yang seru, dan juga persaingan yang menantang karena mahasiswanya yang sangat berprestasi. Jaya selalu untuk Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar. Dari saya cukup sekian. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Anggi Yunida Bestari dari Poltekkes Kemenkes Malang, Program Studi D3 Keperawatan Blitar, Angkatan 21. Saya memilih Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar karena sarana dan prasarananya yang memadai, sehingga membantu dalam proses kegiatan perkuliahan. Tidak hanya dibekali materi saja, tetapi juga dengan lab skill dengan pembimbing dan dosen. Dan selain itu juga terdapat praktek baik di rumah sakit ataupun di puskesmas, sehingga menambah pengetahuan dan keterampilan saya di bidang keperawatan. Lulusan dari Prodi D3 Keperawatan Blitar siap menjadi tenaga vokasi yang terjun ke masyarakat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami Prodi D3 Kepala Blitar Kampus 3 Poltekkes Malang dengan visi unggul dalam keperawatan, gawat darurat dan manajemen bencana siap siaga.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we going to start the activity, let me read the rules during the activity. First, participants enter the Zoom 20 minutes before the event starts and apply registration. Second, participant ID using the format name_class for Prodita students and name_the agency for others. Third, during the event, participants must activate the camera and turn off the microphone. Fourth, if there is something that wants to be asked, the participants can use the raise hand feature, then ask through the chat column. If the moderator allows the use of the microphone, participants are required to turn on the microphone. Fifth, participants are required to maintain attitudes and behavior during the activity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Director of Polkesma, Mr. Budi Susatya SKP MKes, the Honorable Chair of Blitar Nursing Study Program, Mrs. Dr. Sri Mugianti SKP Nurse MKep, who I respect, lecturers and fellow academia of Blitar Nursing Study Program, who I respect, the Student President and Vice President of Polkesma, who I respect, our speakers this morning, Ms. Ellen Carpenter and Ms. Kayla Clement, and all my loving audience. First of all, let us praise to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala Because of His blessing, we are able to come here to join Prodita Little Series 3. Secondly, may peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad SAW, who has guided us into the right ways of life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ersa Wijaya Utami. As the MC today, on 24th of October 2020, at Prodita Little Series 3 with the title Fun in Learning English. We, as a committee of Prodita Little Series 3, we would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you taking time off your schedules to join this program, participate, and share together in improving our English ability. Without your contribution, it's impossible for us to run this activity. We hope this English program will give an advantage for us in developing our language competence, especially in speaking skills. Well, in this special morning, we have several agendas. So I, as Master of Ceremony of Prodita Little Series 3, would like to outline all the agendas are as follows. The first agenda is opening. The second is welcome speech delivered by Mr. Budi Susatya SKPMKes. Third is discussion session delivered by our speakers, Ms. Ellen Carpenter and Ms. Kayla Clement. Continue with material and discussion review, and the last agenda is closing. Well, to take advantage of the quality time, let us open this program with Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Before we begin our main agenda, we're pleased to have Mr. Budi Susatya SKPMKes to deliver opening speech. So, Mr. Budi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello all, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Miss Ellen. How are you today? And
Thank
Kayla
you.
Clement.
Good, thank you.
Okay. The Honorable Mrs. Ibu Dr. Sri Mugianti as Head Prodi Diplomatika.
Pak Budi, mohon maaf.
Mohon maaf.
Suaranya hilang, Pak Budi.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, repeat. The Honorable Mrs. Ibu Dr. Sri Mugianti as heads program studi Diplomatika Keperawatan Blitar, and the Honorable Miss Ellen Carpenter as graduate student at the University of Wisconsin Madison, and Miss Kayla Clement, a teacher in Michigan, and all of participants today. First, of all, let me say fully thank you to God Almighty, Allah SWT, for the blessings, so we can gather today to hold our activity called Fun Learning English. Me, Budi Susatya, as Director of Head Polytechnic of Malang, in this occasion, I would like to provide appreciation all academicians who involved to organize this event, and also say thank you to Ms. Ellen Carpenter and Ms. Kayla Clement for her willingness to become a speaker today. Nowadays, English is one way to open the world gate. You can go anywhere around the world Asia if you can speak English friendly. So I hope that activities like this should be followed seriously and held regularly. I hope that someday you will be able to bring this institution reputation to the world. Abraham Lincoln says, I will study and get ready, and perhaps my change will come. So, my student, be enthusiastic in learning English so you can improve your ability to speak English. Perhaps that is all speech that I can deliver. I really apologize for all mistakes that I said. Thank you very much for the nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the speech, sir. And now we reach our main agenda, discussion session delivered by Ms. Ellen Carpenter and Ms. Kayla Clement. For this session, moderated by Ms. Irka Maharani. So, Ms. Irka is moderator. Please lead the course of the program.
Hello everyone. Can you hear my voice, Ersa?
Yeah.
Okay. So today we have a very special speakers and we have a very special guest. So they are coming from USA, and this Prodita Like Talk Series 3 will be very different because the participants will be more active and this session will be more interactive than before. Okay, so I'll read a short descriptions about the speakers today. So we have the first, Ellen Carpenter is a graduate student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, studying to be a school psychologist. Ellen spent 6 years living in Indonesia and teaching English and social studies. Actually, Ellen also had been visited our campus around in 2013. Yeah, Ellen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Halo, apa kabar Ellen? How are you?
Baik saja. Good.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. And for the next speaker is Kayla. So Kayla Clement is an ESL teacher in an elementary school in Michigan. She teaches English to students with many different cultures backgrounds. She has been an English as second language teacher for 8 years. She has a bachelor degrees in English and a master degrees in education. She also spent several years living in Indonesia and teaching English. Hello Kayla, how are you? Apa kabar?
Baik. Thank you.
Baik.
I'm good, thank you.
Baik.
Okay. So, that's the short description about the speakers, and today we have only around 30 or 45 minutes to discuss. So Ellen and Kayla, time is yours.
Okay, yeah. I guess I can go first and just tell you a little bit more about myself first, and then we can open up for questions. And then Kayla can maybe talk a little bit about what she's doing right now and talk about some of the questions that you guys have. So yeah, I'm living in Madison, Wisconsin. It's getting cold here right now. It's getting to be fall. I'm in my graduate program to be a school psychologist. Basically, a school psychologist works in public schools here or private schools, helping students who might have learning difficulties or social emotional difficulties, doing some assessments, doing some interventions. For example, if a student has reading disorder, if they have a hard time reading like dyslexia, I might assess their ability in reading and then help them to improve their reading by giving them an intervention, that sort of thing. But I can help with all kinds, special education. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And we have a pandemic here as well. So I've been doing that virtually lately, and that's been a struggle, but but you know how that goes, I'm sure, all of you. And yeah, I'm curious actually to hear how it's going for you, virtual learning there. I guess we could, I don't know, Kayla, do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been up to and what you do, and then we can open up for questions?
Sure, that sounds great. So my name's Kayla Clement. I am an ESL teacher, English as a second language, at a school district in Michigan. I mainly work with elementary age students. We have students who speak many different languages from many different places. They might live here because one of their family members is going to university, or they might live here just because their family moved here, or they might be in the US, but just speak more than one language. So I support their language development, their English development, as they move through the school system. We have some students who have lived here from Indonesia, so I got to practice with my Indonesian with them. And so I have worked in the schools here for about 6 years. Before that, I lived in Indonesia. I was teaching English in Pamekasan in Madura for 2 years. So I miss Indonesia, and I'm happy to be speaking with you all. So that's a little bit about me and what I do here. We can open it up for questions, I think.
So yes, thank you, Kayla. So can you speak Maduranese? Did you remember?
If I were there, I would remember, but it has been many years since I spoke Mandarin. So
okay, I see. Okay, well, we're to the next session. Yeah. So for the next sessions, it will be like what is it? The questions is what are you doing during the pandemic, because you are guys like staying at home and maybe like still confused what do you want to do. Okay, any participants who want to share with us? So as the brainstorm or ice breaking, any participants who want to share with us, like what do you do during the pandemic? Like, is there any new hobby? Maybe you have a new hobby, like, yes, maybe Ellen? Yeah, maybe Ellen. Do you have a new hobby or something new to do during the pandemic?
Yeah, I've been doing a couple of new things. One thing is we got a piano in our house now for free. So I'm trying to teach myself how to play piano a little bit.
Wow, cool.
Because we have all of this, at home time. I have to stay at home. And then another thing is I signed up to be a foster mom for like an animal rescue organization. So there's like dogs or cats that need rescuing, need foster homes, and so I signed up to do that. I haven't started yet, but I'm excited to start.
Okay, yeah, that's great. And how about you, Kayla? While waiting for the participants to share their story, how about you, Kayla?
Yeah, I learned how to make some different types of breads. I took up baking. I think many people. I just had a lot more time at home, so I could learn some new skills with baking.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Some of it was. And some exercise. I would go for long walks because I had a lot of time and I wanted to get outdoors. So that was another hobby, I guess, taking long walks around the neighborhood.
Wow, thank you, Kayla, for sharing with us. And now for the participants, I'm waiting for you. So you can unmute your microphone and share with us what do you do during the pandemic. Maybe you can tell about your lecture, or how about your class, because you don't have to go to the campus, and maybe you have a new hobby to do during the pandemic. Is there anyone? Maybe they are still shy, Ellen and Kayla.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, there's some.
Hello. Yes. Hello, Lina.
Thanks for your time. Maybe.
Okay, Lina. Sorry. Yes. Can you turn on your video, please?
Okay. But okay. I'm sorry. Maybe my screen is not good. So, like this.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
So, okay, Lina.
Miss Irka and Miss Ellen and Miss Kayla and all of participants in this time. Maybe the first time I'm sorry to speak English, but I think it's a good opportunity to I will use as well as I can. And maybe I'm sorry if I have many mistake here.
That's okay.
Don't worry
Please
about it.
introduce yourself.
Okay, Miss Irka, I'm from Ponorogo. Maybe we from the same department from laboratory. And in this pandemic, I think it's so different time from before. I'm very afraid the first time. I'm very afraid to go anywhere. Maybe to Indomaret, Alfamart. Until here, I stay. I never go to there, cause I'm so scared if maybe we will sick on another. Maybe I'm very scared if we are in hospital or maybe from social effect, it's so I think it's so big. So I'm very afraid if my family or we are can affect from this pandemic. Maybe just it. I'm sorry if I have many mistakes. Thank you all.
Thank
You
you,
did great.
Bulina.
No, you did great. Don't worry about it. And thank you so much for volunteering to speak. Your English is really, really good, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's a very scary time and there's a lot of anxiety right now about the pandemic. So that's very understandable. You're not alone. A lot of people have these feelings of anxiety and stress, and I hope the best for you. I hope you don't get too stressed out, and I hope you can find some ways to take care of yourself and your mental health too.
Yes, Ellen. Oh yeah. Sorry, Ma'am Lina. I thought you were students. No, actually, Lina, Bulina is also a nursing laboratory staff from Ponorogo. I thought you were students, Bulina. Sorry.
No problem, Miss Irka.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. No worries. Is there any more participants who want to share with us? Is there any? Okay, while waiting for the next participants, maybe we are going to the, what is it like? Questions and answer sessions or the discussions, yeah. Actually, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I asked the students to make a list about the questions about, what is it like? What's your problems in learning English and how to learn English with fun or in a fun ways. And I got a very, what is it like? So many questions. It's about 77 questions, but it will be, because we have a very short time, maybe just like some questions will be delivered. So for the participants who want to ask the questions about learning English, time is yours. Is there any questions about learning English? The questions that you've written before, you can share with us and say it directly with Kayla or Ellen. Wait, so Ellen, so maybe they're still shy. While waiting for that. Okay, yesterday at glance, I read the questions, their questions. The, like, what is it like? The question is how, one of the questions is what is it like, how to improve our confidence to speak English. What do you think, Ellen and Kayla?
I think just the more experience we have with anything, the more confident we will be, probably. also don't hold yourself to a perfect standard. Perfection is not a healthy mindset, I think. You should embrace making mistakes and, you know, be kind to yourself when you make mistakes. Making mistakes is a part of learning. So it's a very natural, healthy thing. The more mistakes you make, the more you're learning, right? The more you're growing. So don't be afraid of that. Don't try to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, and it's not a healthy way to be, I think.
Yes, you're right. And many students are afraid of grammar or making a mistake in grammar, and they like to just keep silent because they are afraid of making mistake in grammar. And what do you think, Kayla?
I think that it's important to just practice and communicate. I do tell my students to use as much English as they can, even if they are trying to say a full sentence, but they only can communicate a few words. Usually I can fill in the gaps of information. I can help them come up with the words that they don't know, but the point is that I can understand. So even when they're only using some of the words, or if the grammar is not correct, the important thing is that I can understand. It doesn't have to be perfect to communicate. It's really about sharing your message, sharing what you're trying to say. And I see that also in my younger kids, when they are motivated to learn, you know, something about playing, they learn the word quickly. So I think it's also about motivation, what you are learning and what you want to learn about in English. It will make it fun if you choose a topic that you're motivated by to learn those words in English.
Yes, that's right. So keep practicing, yeah, Kayla. And then the other question is talking about vocabularies. Wait a second. For participants, do you want to deliver your questions directly? Is there any? Pak Agus?
Okay. Thank you to Kayla and Ellen. Sebentar Mbak Irka, ini crowded anak kecil-kecil di sini Mbak Irka.
That's okay, Pak.
Sebentar.
Does he have
Okay, I can continue my question, Irka.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kayla and Ellen, how are you today? Ellen have to Indonesia, yeah, for about 4 years ago, yeah, Miss Irka?
Yeah.
Okay, and I have
Both
with you.
myself and Kayla have been to Indonesia. We lived there, both.
Okay. And then I know all of you is a teacher, and then for this time, all of the lecturer here get difficulties to making class, especially in campus, because this pandemic. And then we have to use online learning. And then how about student activities in your country because this pandemic? I want to know about it. I think that's my question, Ms. Irka.
Yeah, so you want to know more about how things are going in schools and universities in the United States right now with the pandemic? Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a graduate student at a very large university in Wisconsin, and it's completely virtual for myself, but so all of my classes and work is online, all virtual on Zoom mostly. But there are some classes in my university that are hybrid, like partly online, partly in person, and they're trying to do social distancing and wearing masks, but they have lately in this area in Wisconsin, the numbers for COVID have been increasing a lot lately, and partly due to the university students coming back to campus. So that's a very challenging thing, I think. But it's also actually like northern Wisconsin. It's not mostly it's northern Wisconsin right now, but yeah, partly due to the students coming back. It's coming under control right now, I think. But yeah, it's been kind of bad with COVID. If you Google like Wisconsin, I think we're like the worst state right now in America for COVID. Unfortunately. What about you, Kayla?
So I am a teacher in schools, but we are all virtual right now. So I teach all my classes on Zoom. It is very hard to teach English on Zoom. Most of my classes are students who are learning English, and it is hard to engage them online, but we will stay virtual. We have been online since March. So students have not been in the classroom since March, which is a very long time. And a lot of students are missing their friends and being around other students, but at this time, I think it's the safest for our city, because the city I live in also has a big university, and it's a big population of people coming into the city in August, and so now, you know, there's just a lot more cases happening. So right now we're fully virtual, and I think we'll probably stay virtual for quite a few months. So it is very hard. Any other questions?
Okay, making class in pandemic era, that is the solution for me to make interesting class, Kellen and Ella, and then this is need, yeah, maybe art and challenging for all of the lecturer to make interesting class, because online sometimes make boring for all of the student. And then I think we have same situation with you, all of the lecturer in America, maybe about this pandemic. And then I believe all of the lecturer here difficulties to making interesting class, because for about 6 months, yeah, 6 months, we cannot make interesting class in our campus. And then I agree with your opinion about that. Thanks, Ms. Irka.
Yes, you're welcome, Pak Agus. Okay, for the other participants, do you have any questions? For the students, Pak Agus, actually, there are so many questions from the students, but I don't know why, like, maybe they still shy. Okay, Ibu
Yeah,
Sri, okay, wait,
I hope
Ibu,
I hope all of the children make good question for Ellen and Kayla maybe, and then don't be shy, because this is the good challenge for you to improve your English ability. Prove it. I think make mistake is not sin.
yes, right. Okay, Ibu Sri Mugianti,
Ya,
you raise your hand. Do you have any question?
Miss Irka. Ya. Hello,
Yeah, Bu.
Elon, Kela.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, we thanks for your willingness to join our effort. Kayla and Ellen have had many experience living in Indonesia. If possible, you prefer to live Indonesia or USA? I'm sorry.
Is the question, do we prefer Indonesia or the USA?
Yes.
Okay. I say, I don't know. It's very difficult to choose because there's so many good things about both places. You know, there's many good things about Indonesia that I love and miss, and there's a lot of good things about America too. So it's hard to choose. I love the food and the people in Indonesia and just the whole attitude. Everybody is very friendly and relaxed and very together, I think. In America, not as much maybe, but all my family is here and I have friends here too. And I like, you know, the education that I'm getting here in grad school to be a school psychologist. So there's a lot of good things here too.
I would agree with Ellen. I think there's a lot of beautiful places in Indonesia, and I met a lot of awesome people there. And I'm grateful to have the experience of living in Indonesia and meeting you and meeting other people, because it was wonderful. But here in the States, my family is here, so it's hard to leave, you know, where your family is. But yeah, I would agree with Ellen. I think there's both places are great for different reasons.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What's your food favorite in Indonesia?
What was that? Our favorite food?
Yes.
Yeah, food favorite.
Never heard that question before. Just kidding. There's so many. Maybe like chicken satay or empek or yeah. Soto ayam or pacol. I don't know. There's so many that I like.
And how about you, Kayla?
I miss gado-gado. That was a food that I really liked, and I cannot have that here in the same way. I've tried to make it, but it doesn't taste as good.
How about like buying the seasonings in Asian market? The bumbu of gado-gado. The gado-gado sauce in Asian market.
I've actually made I made soto ayam from some ingredients that I found in the Asian market here. And what else? Oh, I made rendang too once. And I did make some pecel, but I cheated. I brought the sauce from Indonesia. So.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so for
rujak.
Do you like rujak?
Yes, I do. I miss rujak too.
Okay, well, thank you, Bu Mugi, for the questions. So Bu Mugi, Ellen and Kayla, Bu Mugi is our the head of our study program in Blitar campus. Okay, for the participants, especially for the students, is there any questions? Please just like unmute your microphone for the students. Is there any more questions?
Do we want to encourage them to type their questions in the chat if they're too shy to say them, maybe?
Oh yeah, so if you're still shy to unmute your microphone, you can write your questions in the chat box. You can write your question in the chat box for the students. Okay. So while waiting for the questions, Ellen and Kayla, actually one of the big problem in learning English is like about memorizing many new vocabularies. Do you have any tips for us? Because like, oh my God, there's so many new vocabularies. I don't know this vocabularies, that vocabulary. So do you have any tips to like memorize them?
I think using some pictures to help you with some words. I know not all you can have a picture, but if you are practicing writing the word, maybe drawing a picture or drawing something to help you remember what the word is. And sometimes translating some of the words can help you. But I also would recommend like having a, trying to memorize like parts of the word and remembering what part means something, and then it can kind of give you a clue to what it means. There are a lot of words in English, and there are a lot of rules in English that are hard. So sometimes you do have to just memorize the rules, but it is hard to do that. But you just have to put a lot of time into, like, for example, different verbs, different action words. Sometimes those are hard to memorize. So that, yeah, I would recommend kind of doing drawings or photos to help you, trying to memorize some of the rules, and then trying to make associations with words in Indonesia that that are in English, and trying to help your brain make associations, make connections.
And do you have any tips? How about you, Ellen?
I was just thinking about when I was trying to learn a lot of vocabulary in Indonesian, Bahasa Indonesia, and I made flashcards, and I sometimes even drew like little pictures on the flashcards, maybe, I don't know, just to like connect it with my brain because I'm a visual learner. And then I made like little labels for things and like stuck them around my house that I was living in Blitar. And so like the window, the door, the wall, just like I put, all that like pintu on the door, just to have the words all around me so that I could remember.
Well, that's nice.
If I saw them anywhere around town, if I saw words that I didn't know, I would like write it down so I could look it up. If you're learning English, I would say, if you're watching movies or listening to English songs, you can write down some new words that you hear from those movies or songs, or things that you hear very often. I think, I hear this word over and over and over again. This might be a good one to know.
Oh, that's very good tips as well. Thank you, Ellen. Okay, do we have a questions from the students? Is there any questions? Hello, students, are you there? Hello. Okay.
Jangan malu.
Yeah, jangan malu-malu, you.
Okay, Mesika, will with the student making question.
Yes.
Once again, I want to give question to Kayla and Ellen.
Because
this pandemic, I think in Indonesia, especially graduation from senior high school, decreasing of motivation become a doctor, a nurse, and midwifery. And how about motivation become a medical worker in America because this pandemic? Because all of the people afraid about the COVID-19, and then we have to had motivation become a medical or especially health worker in the hospital, because maybe all of the people afraid about COVID-19. And then my question, how the motivation, especially graduation from senior high school in America, become a nurse, become a doctor and midwifery? I think that's my question. Kayla and Ellen, maybe you have opinion about it.
So the question is about how motivated are Americans to work in the healthcare industry, and especially with the pandemic, I think. And I'm sorry, I can't answer personally because I'm not motivated to work in the healthcare. But I guess
Why?
But I mean for myself, because I'm like, I have a problem with like needles. I don't like injections and stuff. Blood. No. But for myself, I guess I'm motivated to work in mental health care. And I see that is a big problem with students and families and everybody lately. Like anxiety is a very big problem. Stress and anxiety, fear of, the illness. And so, I don't know, I'm always motivated to help students and families with issues like anxiety so that they can feel better, so that they can learn better. But for medical, yeah, I'm afraid I'm not really sure. I have some friends and family that work in the medical field, and I respect and admire them so much, and I'm so appreciative of what they do as nurses and doctors. It's such an important job, and we need them right now more than ever. We have families at the school in my practicum where I work that are working in hospitals, and I know the students they are afraid that their parents will get sick from working in the hospitals, and that's a real concern. So I have a lot of admiration and appreciation for the medical workers and doctors and nurses right now.
I think that there's been a lot of positive energy and appreciation from communities all over the US for healthcare workers and for any people working in essential positions. So I don't know that it's enough to keep people motivated to go into those fields, but I think that a lot of experiences I've heard, people are dedicated and motivated to just help, to do something to make a difference. And I think that can be maybe where that motivation comes from, where you're feeling like you're making a difference, you're helping the world, you're helping this pandemic directly. But of course, you're putting yourself at risk in certain ways doing that. But I think that what I've seen, I'm working in the schools, so I don't work in the health field either, but there is a big university hospital where I work, and there's been a lot of positive energy towards everyone working at the hospital, just because the communities and people are so appreciative. So I don't know about motivation, but I know there's been a lot of positive energy about everyone who's working so hard to try to make a difference.
Thank you, Kayla. Okay, so there are some questions in the chat box. Thank you, Pak Agus, for the questions. So Pak Agus, Ellen and Kayla, so Pak Agus is the nursing lecturer in our campus.
Yeah, I think all of the participants is a nurse student.
Yes. Okay, so we have text from Ibu Sri Muganti. Hello, Ellen and Kayla. Thank you for your time to share your experience and thought to my students. We are very glad to have you here as the speaker of Prodita Lighter Series 3. I hope my students can be as great as you, and they can be motivated to keep studying English, because as we know, English is very important to be part of our life. And one more, thank you so much, Ellen and Kayla. We welcome you to come to Blitar someday if the COVID is over. Yes. And then we have questions. Okay, from Aulia. Hello, introduce me, Aulia Sigma from class 1A. I have a questions. How do you handle friendships from various countries? Moreover, they may not be good at speaking English and definitely different culture. Thank you, Ellen and Kayla. Time is yours.
Kayla, do you want to take this one?
Sure. So I do interact and have a lot of students and friends from different countries with different languages. When we first start communicating, we usually use some sort of translator, but I have a lot of ways. We use a lot of pictures, we use a lot of visuals to communicate in English, but sometimes I will use like a translator for the beginning to just interact with the student. And then once we start to practice the basic English, we use videos, we use songs, we use actions, we use very simple language. I use yes/no questions to communicate. And it's making those connections with people from different cultures. It's really important to be able to share about our cultures. So I share about what's important to me, and I open it up for the student to share with me, because a lot of my students are not from the US. So I ask about holidays, traditions, family, culture, anything they want to share that's important to them, because it will build that trust between me and the student. And it's just about having an open mind to learning about someone new and someone who is different from you. And it's really just opening up communication between you and the person, and then also about just keeping an open mind and asking questions and learning, wanting to learn.
Okay, thank you, Kayla. So like I really like to make friends with a native speaker, because they also can help me to improve my English. But sometimes I'm afraid of being what is like having mistake, because we have a different culture like that. Okay. Okay, we are going to
it's good to be open. It's good to share with each other, and it's okay to make mistakes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, for the next question, Sabrina, hello, my name is Sabrina, and I have a short question. Maybe this question for Ellen, you can answer these questions. Can I ask for 3 easily way to learn grammars?
An easy trick or way to learn grammar. I'm afraid there's no tricks that I can think of for learning grammar. I mean, for real, English grammar is difficult to learn, and it takes some time and practice. Again, I think, yeah, there's no like magic bullet that will teach you everything. But yeah, I think once you have it down, and I would say maybe just look around for some good resources that will help you learn grammar. And then once you learn the basics, again, just getting that experience and practice as much as you can, and exposure as much as you can. If you want to learn, it's not so much the motivation, because I mean, all of you guys, there's 150 of you on this. That means that I think you're pretty motivated already to learn English. It's just a matter of, if you want to, just build it into your routine and practice. Make it a habit to practice daily if you really want to learn. And it seems like you do already.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. Okay, for the next questions from Jessica. Jessica, you can unmute your microphone if you want to ask directly. Hello, Jessica.
Yeah, I have a question.
Hello, Jessica. You can introduce yourself first.
I'm Jessica from saya dari kelas 1B.
Okay.
Learning English might be obstacle, lazy, and difficult to memorize vocabulary. So, how do you think learning English is fun and not boring? Because English is important and even a starting skill for finding a job. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Did you get the questions, Ellen and Kayla?
Yeah, I think so. Just to how do we make English fun, basically, when we're learning it? How do we keep it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And not boring.
And not boring. Jessica, thank you for your question. You did a great job. I don't know. I guess surround yourself with people that also want to learn English, maybe like in this English club, or if you have a group of friends to do like English movie night. Try to find some fun things that you can do. Do like the English karaoke. I know karaoke is a thing. Well, maybe not during the pandemic. Is there virtual karaoke? I'm curious. Is there any like Zoom karaoke? Because that would be pretty cool.
Maybe.
I don't know. Find some. I mean, there's all kinds of fun things that you can do. Word games, like Pictionary, you know, drawing games like the thing we were talking about maybe playing today. But yeah, with, you know, you have to find your buddies first, your friends who are also motivated maybe, and then, you know, play some games, sing some songs, see some drama, do all the things.
Yes, and how about you, Kayla? Do you have any more opinion?
I think I would add on to what Ellen said, find some fun things to do with English. Or if you can find, like what she said, a movie, or find something you like and help and learn how to translate it, or find an English version of it so you can still see and understand what's going on, but then start to learn the English from it. I think, yeah, maybe finding some online English games that are, you know, more engaging. I mean, that's right now when we're virtual. Of course, in person, it's probably more fun to play with people, but there are lots of resources online too that can kind of make English fun with watching little videos or playing little games. That can be another strategy that can make it a little more fun.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Kayla and Ellen. So maybe it will be the last questions because it's 5 minutes to 10. And Ellen and Kayla, we have the last question. The last session is game sessions. Maybe you can for the Pictionary. Yes, Pictionary games. Yeah. Actually, I never did that. So please, time is yours.
I'm looking to see. I don't actually see the whiteboard on the Zoom right now for this. Oh, maybe because I'm not in the right. But if you share your screen, have you done that before and do a whiteboard? I don't know if this will work. Actually, this group is kind of too big. I didn't know the group would be this big for Pictionary.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if that would really work actually. But we could think of a different fun thing to do
Okay.
for closing. Maybe like it would be cool if maybe each person could unmute themselves for like 1 second to just say one word. Maybe just say one word, but it can't be the same as anybody else's word. I don't know how, can you do that in order? I don't know, maybe Irka would have to call on people.
Okay, so I unmute all the participants, yeah. wait a second.
Oh, can you unmute them one by one?
I think I can unmute all of them. Wait a second.
Yeah, I guess we could try that. I don't know.
It's mute all. How about unmute all?
Unmute.
So yes. So for participants can unmute themselves actually. So for participants, please unmute your microphone and we can please unmute your microphone and we can say like one word, yeah, to to make a positive vibes to end these sessions, yeah, Ellen. So please
my word is remember, because I'm remembering all of the good things about Indonesia tonight. So my word is remember.
Okay, remember, or maybe you can also, if you want to write down your word in the chat box, it's okay. So my word is amazing. Because today is very amazing. And everyone, have you got your word to say? Please unmute your microphone. How about Jessica? Because Jessica is on the video. Jessica, what's your word? Or Ibu Sri Mugianti or Pak Agus? Do you have any word? Hello, where is everyone? Okay, maybe they're still thinking.
Maybe we confused about the
instructions.
The instruction, yeah.
Okay, so Bu Yuyun already answered, so it's a beautiful day. So teman-teman semuanya untuk mahasiswa, jadi pilihlah satu kata, choose one word to end this session. Jadi pilihlah satu kata, satu aja. Contohnya nih tadi kalau Ellen remember, kalau saya amazing. Nah kalau kalian apa? Nah silahkan dipilih di situ. Kemudian nanti kita unmute mikrofon kita, kemudian kita sampaikan bersama-sama. Seperti itu maksudnya. Do you understand, everyone?
Yes.
No excuses now.
Yeah.
Yes, because I already translated in Bahasa. Hello, Bulina. What's your word?
It's very special time, and I will remember all of you, inshallah. God willing. Thanks so much.
Yes, you're welcome. So, do you have any one word? Ada satu kata untuk hari ini, untuk kegiatan ini? Bulina?
Insightful day.
Beautiful day, Bu Yuyun. And yes, beautiful day. Hello, Bu Yuyun.
Hello, Miss Ika.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Selamat pagi, Bu Mugiati. Good morning, Pak Agus. Good morning, Bu Mugi. Nice to meet you, Miss Ellen and Miss Kayla. Yes. It's very nice to meet you all here.
Yeah, so Bu Yuyun is an English lecturer in our campus, in Volcheckers. Okay, so from Sabrina, wonderful. And how about everyone? Maybe they're still thinking about what one word. Okay, so glad from Peta Yuana. Okay, maybe we can, and the best day from Finida. Maybe we can try to unmute the microphone. Maybe just some of us, because
I love seeing all these words in the chat.
I'm ready.
Oh, good.
Okay, very interesting from Bulina. Happy from Pak Agus. And then motivated, yeah. Okay, from Winda. Wow, is there any others? Fun day.
Fun day.
Yeah, fun day. Spirit. Oh, from Bu Dewi. Hello, Bu Dewi. Hello, Bu Dewi. You can unmute your microphone. I want to hear your voice. Hello, Bu Dewi.
Say to show the video, Miss Devi.
Yes, where is Bu Dewi? Okay, from Bu Sri Mugianti, quality time. Wow, yes, quality time. Yes, and how about the others? Okay, maybe we can try right now, Ellen. Maybe just some of us. Okay, we can unmute. Sekarang coba mikrofonnya di unmute semuanya. Di unmute masing-masing, bisa? Okay, dream. Okay, we can start right now. I will count. Saya akan hitung 1, 2, 3 seperti itu. Nanti kalau sudah hitungan ketiga bisa disampaikan bersama-sama. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Amazing.
Very fun. Very interesting.
Okay, thank you. There's Sabrina. Okay, where is Ahmad? I can see Ahmad. Okay. So it's already at 10. Maybe we can back to the MC. Is there any, Pak Agus or Bu Mugi, do you have any more closing statements?
Okay, maybe from me, Miss Irka, and thanks for your attention, Kayla and Ellen. I think this is a good event for me to improve our motivation, to improve our English ability, especially. And then I hope all of the children in the next session, maybe in Prodita series 4, you have motivation to improve your English. And then don't be shy because make mistake is not sin, I think. And then thank you once again to Kayla and Ellen. I hope you will come to Indonesia, especially to Blitar. And I believe our campus needs you, especially to make our motivation to learn English more and more. And then thank you to Miss Irka and committee, especially from English Nursing Study Program from Head Polytechnic of Malang. You have making good event to improve our English ability, especially in Prodita like talk. And I believe all of the students still have good motivation, but I don't exactly when when we try to ask all students try to speak English, ya sembunyi semuanya. Sembunyi semuanya. I don't know exactly why. Ya ngomong lepas saja ya, lepas saja, tidak usah ragu-ragu. Salah pun saya kira tidak masalah. Maybe before we making this project like series 4, Ms. Irka, we try to making maybe warming up, making discussion with English, and then I believe after that, maybe more exciting, more happy, and then all of the participants give question for making good discussion. I think all, and once again thank you for Ellen and Kayla. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pak Agus. Okay, thank you, Ellen and Kayla. So we back to the moderator. To the master of ceremony. Okay, wait a second. Kayla and Ellen, do you have any closing statements, maybe? Kayla and Ellen?
Yeah, sure. I just want to say thank you for having me. And it was very nice to kind of go back to Indonesia for a little while tonight, even if it's just virtually. It felt a little bit like being back in one of my homes because I think of Indonesia as one of my homes now. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice to meet you all. Very excited to be here with you and see everyone and how much motivation you have to learn. And thank you for having me, and I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Ellen and Kayla. So we're back to the MC, Master of Ceremony. Please, Elsa.
Okay. Thanks for sharing with us, Miss Ellen Carpenter and Miss Kayla Clement. Also, our moderator, Miss Irka Maharani. Well, that's wrap up our event today. And now we're going to the last agenda. The last agenda is closing, so let's recite Hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ladies and gentlemen, finally we've through all the event today. So I, as a host, personally, I would like to say I'm so sorry if there are mistakes or inconveniences in my utterances during handling all program or sessions in this program. And also, I say thank you very much for your participation in this program. I hope you enjoy the program and see you on the next series. Bye and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Elsa.
Thank you, Kayla, Ellen, and thank you for all participants.
Good night, Ellen.
Terima kasih Pak Agus.
Miss Irka, for documentation.
Kami, Bu.
Oh yeah, for
documentation.
documentation. Sorry,
Yes.
for the documentations.
Yes, please everyone can on the camera. I will count to 3. Slide 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Slide 2. 1, 2, 3. Slide 3. 1, 2, 3. Slide 4. 1, 2, 3. Slide 5. 1, 2, 3. And the last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ellen and Kayla. Good night, because it's actually at 10 p.m. in USA. Yeah.
Night.
Good night, Ellen and Kayla. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you guys briefly.
Oh, good to see you. Have a nice rest.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Terima kasih panitia semuanya. Thank you.